Okay, Jerry, tell the cameraman to keep Clarissa in shot, okay? It's not the Blair Witch Project.
Hi guys, it's Elon. Sorry to interrupt this meme, but I'm afraid you just got community noted.
Oh, here we go. Elon, how did you get on this channel?
Well, that doesn't matter, but we can't have you spreading disinformation on X, not with our advertisers being so sensitive.
Really? Yes. Right, give me a second. Derek, can you put a meme disclaimer on the screen, please? Yeah, I know, apparently some people think it's real. Just do it, will ya?
Stay down.
Right, there you go, Elon. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Now get off my channel so I can do the news.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I can't even believe it. I cannot believe that CNN has now issued statements about our memes. Leave a like on the video if you didn't see that coming. I thought the whole thing was pretty hilarious. To catch you up to speed, these CNN reporters were hamming it up while they were doing some coverage, okay? It was very obvious that they didn't feel like they were in any real danger, but they were dodging. They were like dodging and diving and dipsy-doing and diving into a ditch.
Our reputation around the world is on the record when we. You're kidding. And Noel Pearson says, you know, this is the great mirror for Australians. We're going to look in this mirror and say, are we going to be decent and fair and united, or are we going to be the other?
I have to question whether or not I'm a meme. I've got a site-wide sale at coffeebrandcoffee.com.
Police tell us that they expect to be here overnight as they continue to process this home.
Watch breaking news on
Platform
YouTube.
X, formerly known as Twitter, has been hit with a $610,000 fine by Australia's e-safety commissioner. Julie Inman-Grant is the e-safety commissioner, and she joins me now. Julie Inman-Grant, thank you for your time. Why was it necessary to issue this fine to X?
Well, under the Online Safety Act, we have legal compulsion or transparency powers where we're asking companies what they are doing or not doing to keep children and Australians safer online. Now, this was about the worst kind of harm, child sexual exploitation, as well as sexual extortion. And we need to make sure that companies have trust and safety teams. They're using people, processes, and technologies to tackle this kind of content. And frankly, X did not provide us with the answers to very basic questions we'd asked them, like, how many trust and safety people do you have left? Now, that's critical to really understanding not only the scope of the problem, but also the scale.
What happens if X doesn't pay this fine in 28 days? Will your office take further action?
Well, we have a number of options. They can request that the infringement notice be removed. If they don't pay the fine within 28 days, then we at eSafety can take them to a civil penalty proceeding, take them to court. And depending on what the court decides, the overall fine could be much higher, up to $780,000 per day from the time that they're found being out of compliance since March.
Chicago
You've also asked for a
News.
please explain from Twitter in June about hate content on its platform. Have you received a response, and how much of this is to do with those workforce shortages since Elon Musk bought the platform?
Well, I'm sure eviscerating the trust and safety team has something to do with it, but these companies have a fundamental responsibility to make sure that the platforms that hundreds of millions of people are using around the world are safe. We expect car manufacturers to embed seatbelts. We have food safety standards. The Australian government just last week made sure that toys that were faulty had safety protections. The technology companies should not be any different. So the online hate notice against Twitter X is an ongoing regulatory investigation.
Well, let us be very clear. The victims of RoboNet never had their legal costs paid for, never had the chance to see the evidence put against them. The member of court is a bottomless well of self-pity and not a drop of mercy for all the real victims of RoboNet.
Technology to detect child sexual abuse videos. People has responded. It said in a statement, "We remain committed to these efforts and collaborating constructively and in good faith with the e-Safety Commissioner, government and industry on the shared goal of keeping Australians safer online." Are you satisfied with that response?
That's a great platitude, but what this procedure has us do is say, put your actions to your words.
Okay, Jerry, tell the cameraman to keep Clarissa in shot, okay? It's not the Blair Witch Project.
Hi guys, it's Elon. Sorry to interrupt this meme, but I'm afraid you just got community notice.
I go to personally express my feelings to President Bush. President Bush is really special. Words are always inadequate.
Really? Right, give me a second.
Dear Mr. President, can I say that we really feel so much love for you?
Yeah, I know, apparently.
I mean, I think like everybody else, I feel love, which I feel very deeply.
Right, there you go, Elon. Is that all right?
But please, I'm unashamedly distressed.
Welcome. Now get off my channel so I can do the news.
My personal love for you.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the quartering. I can't
really
even believe it. I cannot believe that
we really feel
CNN
so
has
much
now
love
issued
for you.
statements
We really
about our
feel
memes.
so
Leave a
much
like on
love
the
for
video.
you. We really feel so much love for you. We really feel so much love for you. I feel so much love for you, so much love for you, so much love for you. My personal love for you is really special. My personal love for you is really special. I love you, President Bush, and as I say, words aren't very adequate. I love you, President
Otherwise,
Bush.
they're creating hunting grounds for predators, and they're allowing child sexual exploitation material to be not only hosted but also shared.
Who is doing well in this space?
Well, I don't think there is any total paragon of virtue. I would say in this particular process, TikTok was probably the most transparent and showed that they were doing the most. Twitch also, having had a pretty bruising experience with the holiday attacks, terrorism attacks, live streamed on Twitch, learned a lot and have put more technology into detecting illegal content on their live streams. Again, more can be done, and the whole purpose of this is to shine a light on what companies are and are not doing, and then to use our other powers, like our codes and our standards and what we call periodic notices, to make sure that they're lifting their standards and practices.
Wow, so you don't believe in transgenders at all?
Police tell us that they expect to be here overnight as they continue to process this home.
Watch breaking news.
Well, you say, well, you've literally just launched this huge defense of transgenderism. Now you've eradicated it.
Police tell us that they expect to be here overnight as they continue to process this home.
Of Wadia Al-Fayumi, who just a couple of weeks ago celebrated his 6th birthday. His life was brutally taken away yesterday morning.
Police tell us that the 8-year-old boy who died
just a couple of weeks ago celebrated his 6th birthday. Shortly after that, the little boy's father came forward along with a group of supporters from Chicago's Muslim American community, not just to express their grief, but also to speak out against what appears to have been an act of hatred against this Palestinian family.
You can't say that you're for, say, Black Lives Matters, which is ridiculous, and then refuse to confront the fact that black people are killing black people. Then you want to defund the police. That's absurd. It's irresponsible. And any politician that suggests that they should be defunded.
We often wonder, Abby, that why on a day like this, when you had 45 shootings and you had 2 police officers shot, why are there not rallies? Why are there not marches through the streets of these cities?
The Reverend brings up a really good point. Why are you still trying to defund the police? Why, Cori Bush, are you saying these things that you said last week? We talked about it all last week. But here's my thoughts, is that when you push that sort of rhetoric, it's not just dangerous because of what the obvious implications of what defund the police means. It's dangerous because you're making these police officers feel
who can't be
like they
bothered
just have
reading.
no support every time they put on that uniform and leave their families behind. The ones who are still going to work, like the woman who just died. And again, To me, I try to relate it if you're just a normal human being and you're going into an operating table and you're asking the surgeon to save your life and you turn to him or her and say, hey, I want to defund you, I don't really support what you're doing, but actually can you still save my life? That's what's happening with these police officers. They're, again, going out with little to no support, and it's a rhetoric that needs to change.
Keep Clarissa in shot, okay? It's not the Blair Witch Project.
If you don't know, vote no. What a stupid, nonsensical slogan.
Hi guys, it's Elon.
That is.
Sorry to interrupt this meme, but I'm afraid you just got community noted.
Oh, here we go. Elon, how did you get on this channel?
Well, that doesn't matter, but we can't have you spreading disinformation on X, not with our advertisers being so sensitive.
If you don't know,
really? Right, give me a second.
What you don't know.
Derek, can you put a meme disclaimer on the screen, please? Yeah, I know, apparently some people think it's real. Just do it, will ya? Right, there you go, Elon. Is that all right?
In this business, you know it.
Yeah,
Language
that's great. Thanks,
is important.
You're welcome. Now get off my channel so I can do the news.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I can't even believe it. I cannot believe that CNN has now issued statements
Social
about
media
our
platform
memes. Leave a like
X,
on the
formerly
video
known as Twitter, has been hit with a $610,000 fine by
was pretty
Australia's
hilarious. To
safety
catch you up to
commissioner.
speed, these CNN reporters were hamming it up while they were doing some coverage. Okay? It was very obvious that they didn't feel like they were in any real danger, but they were dodging. They were like dodging and diving and dipsy-doing and diving into a ditch. When the angle, of course, was hilarious, they weren't in any real danger, at least during that time.
You want to defund the police? That's absurd. It's
Snopes,
irresponsible.
CNN, the Associated Press, they're all coming down on this. And the real reason is because they know that people actually thought the video was real because CNN's totally untrustworthy. Now, that was not my intent.
We often
but this
wonder
reaction
why
is
on a day like this, when you had 45
bananas.
shootings and you had 2 police officers
By the way,
shot,
if you enjoy independent coverage, so you don't have to question whether or not I'm a meme, I've got a site-wide sale at coffeebrandcoffee.com.
The tuning method required to reveal geometric shapes is based on a mathematical grid rather than mathematical ratios. This grid, if it had a name, would probably be called something like factor 9. Because the number 9 is found not only in the sum of every note on the grid, but also as the number required to move up or down the scale.